So we're seeing the Chrom. So no Pikachu still from Steph. I think he's trying to prove that he's good, that he's not carried by Pikachu, and he can win without it.
It's definitely a thing a lot of people have said to him, mostly jokingly, obviously, but some people with some
real salt. Yeah, some people with some real salt are accusing him of being carried, and I think that he wants to show that he isn't. But here we see basically a reversal here, a very quick one. There was a long time, there was a very short time there between Steffen having practically 0% and him being behind.
Yeah. 113 he's sitting at now.
Ooh, the down tilt. Not getting the 2-frame, he's just poking above the edge and just once again not grabbing ledge. And that's what happens, boys and girls. When you don't grab ledge, you get poked like that.
Yeah, don't do drugs, always grab ledge.
Those are the 2 rules that we promote here on... Oh, and don't get kidnapped. That's a good one, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, and rule 3A, a little sub-rule on the 3rd one. If you do get kidnapped, tense up your muscles
when you're getting tied up. Yeah.
So, really quickly here, let's talk about the game.
Yeah, let's do that if you'd like to.
Chrom as a character hits so hard.
Yeah, just like that.
Just like
that. No tipper. No tipper. We just see raw power there. Chrom is a very solid character. I mean, does anyone remember the first 2 weeks of Ultimate when everyone said Chrom was not just top tier, not just really good, but broken? Does anyone remember that? I remember that. Pepperidge Farm remembers that.
Wow, I don't think anyone remembers that Pepperidge Farm remembered. I think that might be just a you thing.
Yeah, but
that might just be a catchphrase that you're using. Oh,
and this could be. And I still think that Chrom is a really good, really solid character. The only problem is his recovery is it hurts him a little bit. Depending on the matchup, that recovery can really be taken advantage of. But this unfortunately is not one of the ones that can really take advantage of that, except maybe like a Kaboom going right off ledge there. Narwhal really having to get back, making a few mistakes here. He didn't use bounce against Chrom, and honestly, I would advise that he does. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was thinking there.
Me neither, but there's a reason why he's up there and we're up here.
Yeah. He 2-1'd me, so.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Him taking that. Did you know people have iframes when they respawn? Narwhal might need to get that memo.
That we all have to remember on occasion.
Yeah. There we go. That would have been a good opportunity for an up smash. Try to get a crit in there. But maybe he's got his crit on deck. Maybe he feels it being next and he doesn't want to waste it. Yeah, on a low percent. Although, if he can get back, a crit will absolutely kill Chrom at this point. And that's what he's trying for.
He's fishing for it.
Oh, and a hatchet man. Whiffed. A hatchet man right there actually would have done it. With that air dodge. Although the air dodge may have only come out because of the Sizz, which means...
Oh, watch out!
Oh, can you imagine? What if that happened Game 10 Grand Finals versus MK Leo? We all would have lost our minds. Oh!
Yo, you play rock, paper, scissors, and you're like, oh, they've got scissors, so I know they're switching rock. Like,
oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Narwhal with the read there. Narwhal, man, from the depth. Narwhal was behind after that first stock. He was behind, and he pulled that through.
Oh.
That is a big deal. Taking a game on someone like Steffen.
Let's go ahead and get into it.
Yep. Where we are. Yeah. Taking so going right back into here. Both players, I'm not going to say mashing, but both of them really looking for something to start this out. Oh, a little bit of a lag spike. But it looks like that's not...
We'll call it okay. It cleared itself up very quickly. Don't know if that was either player's fault or if it was just like, hey, here we go.
Yeah, it could have just been a thing, man.
Yeah. Neither player's had any of this so far.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy. Good
pretty
God,
even
please
here, but
stop
man.
with the neutral getup.
Pretty
I'm not
even
trying to coach.
Up until that moment, but I don't know, man. Once Steph gets Narwhal here on ledge, that's all she wrote. Narwhal has a very difficult time getting back. And that is just the truth of the matter. He has such a difficult time getting back up. There we go. Drop down into fair. Just trying to do anything.
Just trying to bait the rundown. Didn't get it.
Is that stock? A little bit behind, but nothing crazy. Finally, some other option, but you better be careful because now you know Steffen. You know he's such a great player. I would not be shocked to see adaptation here on that regard. You know, now that Steffen knows that he's trying other options, you know we're gonna see. There's the bounce. There's the bounce. And, you know, honestly, I think that's why he had such a difficult time last time getting in, was that he just couldn't put that bounce out. Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't keep the projectiles at bay.
Yeah.
Oh, big fair. Little lag spike again.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of lag. I'm not gonna say it's game changing at this point, but if we see too much more,
looks like the boys are just being smart and sitting still for a second.
Yeah. Or not. Yeah, I guess they've agreed that they're going on. If this lag does get worse, though, we're going to have to do a lag test. We're going to have to, Fair or I are going to have to go in and see whose lag this is. I'd hate to DQ someone in losers quarterfinals.
Who dropped this lag? Who dropped this lag? Somebody claimed this lag and lost and found.
Yep. I'd hate to DQ in losers quarterfinals, but I think that, you know.
Well, the sanctity of the tournament's more important.
True.
Big back throw. Also a good reason not to try to fall into losers intentionally, because if your opponent DQs, you're actually down a few games.
That's true. That's true.
For the PR.
Assuming it's now we've seen Steffen being the one with bad lag on stream.
I've been kicked. So
have you?
Yeah,
all right. So I think we're gonna have to call this at this point.
I don't know.
I do want to wait to see
bad for them.
I want to see what the players have to say if it's been disruptive enough. But I think it's possible that we might see it.
Yeah.
I do want to wait till see what they have to say, but either way, after this, I want to do a lag test. I want me to go in there.
Yeah, we're gonna lag test. Yeah.
Talk to them. Hey Trey, check Discord. I've shared screen with you, so.
Yep. I'm taking a look.
Still, you'll be a little bit behind me, but.
I am taking a look. It looks like a zoom in neutral for some reason.
Yeah, it really is cleaning up though here. It stopped becoming a big issue, so it's cleaned up a lot. So it looks like we'll
run the test. We'll run the test, but maybe this match will be okay.
Yep, and running the test, that'll give the players a few minutes to figure out whose internet it is. Oh boy! Watch Steffen say, "Oh, lag was too bad."
No. He had every right to say lag was too bad. Don't put that on him. He has every right to say that lag was too bad.
Narwhal 2-0 against Steffen right now, but we are going to do a lag test real quick.
All right, we're going to Kalos, it looks like. Which, as we understand it, is a major Pikachu stage. Are we going to see the champ walk out into the ring tonight, folks?
And he's sending a little winky face, so we might see the Pikachu. And honestly, if there's any time to pull out your main, it is whenever you are going 0-2 in the losers bracket.
I agree. All right, it's Pikachu time. Let's see if Hero can handle this Pika.
Yep.
Let's go, Narwhal. Pikachu says close range only, and he lied. Look at these Thunder Jolts. Oh, there we go. A bounce. Not a bad use of his menuing there to get the bounce. However, I will say, though it's not too far off of being even, definitely I feel like Steffen's in control at the moment.
Yeah. So one thing I'm seeing chat ask Narwhal why he went Hero against Pika, but I want chat to remember the character advantage was in Steph's favor. Oh boy. Yeah, the character advantage was in Steph's favor. If Narwhal suspected the Pika switch, and Steph declared who his next character was going to be, all that would have required is for Steph to counterpick that next character. So if Narwhal went another one of his characters, you know, we've seen a very strong Inkling from Narwhal. Steph would have could have just counterpicked that. So remember that's why counterpicks and bans exist. The loser's going to have the advantage in the picking. You can say it was 100% gonna be Pika, and I agree with that. However, you know, it's not always so clean cut. And you never actually genuinely know until. So, you know, it's and Narwhal's got a few games to play around and learn the matchup. He can learn, you know,
he only needs one.
Yep. If Steffen does take this game, that's fine because you know now we can see the pick, and now the character advantage would be in Steffen's court. I mean, Narwhal's court. Yep. So it's not always so simple. Sometimes you see weird things coming out, especially when people have lots of characters that they play from. So. But I do agree, the Pika coming out here I think was almost a given. I think, once again, if there was any time to pull out the Pika, this is it. Even if you made a vow with yourself that you weren't going to pull it out, now's the time to break that vow. There we go, and the Steffen Pika doing what the Steffen Pika do.
Edge guard.
Yep, edge guarding, getting those sick, nasty aerials off stage. A little bit of a lag spike, but I think it's over now. A few more here or there. Doesn't seem to be game changing. They're moving on. Trying to get the jump read there, but unfortunately, when you're shopping, sometimes everyone else can see the shopping list too. So. All right, a little bit more lag. Meanwhile, though, Steph holding every advantage in this game that he possibly can. Except RNG. Except for RNG. Which belongs entirely to Narwhal.
And Hero.
And Hero.
They share it.
Oh, and yeah, there you go. That's what happens whenever you don't grab ledge. And Narwhal's been punished. That's at least the third time that he's been punished for not grabbing ledge here.
I agree. As far as my count goes.
The loser comes in warm. The winner has to come in a little bit cold. So we do see the Inkling pick here, and keeping the Pika.
Probably smart.
And I agree. This is the smarter choice. I do also think, despite the fact that Narwhal's Hero does wreck, I think that I feel pretty confident in saying that I think that his Inkling is a better character. I think that he plays better with this Inkling. So. Hopefully, you know, for Narwhal's sake, let's hope that he can show how much better this Inkling is.
So far, so good on that account.
Yep, but Steffen has very, very numerous tricks up his little mouse sleeve. Inside his little, like that one. Inside his little, what do you call that wrestling one piece, Trey?
A singlet?
I think, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It looks like it's actually two different. It looks like a top and a bottom.
Inside that, oh, is it? Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it is. Okay, well, whatever. Inside his little wrestling suit, he's got some little mouse tricks, all right? And we almost saw it right there. We almost saw a
keep an ace of his mouse sleeve.
I almost saw a stock at 43% be taken. So this is definitely, I mean, we can see the difference in Steph's performance between his Chrom and this Pikachu. This Chrom's very solid, but this Pikachu, there's nothing else like it with him.
Well, you know, that's because he's being carried. I mean, that's
exactly why. Yeah.
Be all into all of that.
Pikachu carries, and that's the truth.
And there's definitely no skill going on at all.
No, and that's why we saw Steffen get this far in bracket, because there was no skill behind his play. All that's Pikachu.
Right. He didn't play Pikachu but people were scared of Pikachu.
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly.
they weren't playing well because they were scared of Pikachu.
We're seeing lots of cheering for Narwhal, and I think people just really want to see a massive upset. It's so, you know, it's so infrequent that you see an upset this crazy. And you know what? I have to say, I love Steph. I think that he's a very, very solid player, and I think that he has his position for a good reason. However, would I like to see this upset? Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to see this upset. 100%. Nice bomb there. Hitting him with the cheese bomb. Narwhal holding a lot of the momentum here. Oh, but that T-Jolt really, really throwing him off and getting gimped by the T-Jolt, and I just don't think he expected it, so he just didn't react. And honestly, I didn't expect it either. That really came out of nowhere. Makes you wonder, is that one of the things that Steph did on purpose or just happened, you know?
It's such a sad world we live in where a Pikachu can take advantage of a poor little squid kid like that.
Yeah. But you know, Pikachu does have the type advantage. Alright, so we're going to Lilat. I think we've seen both these players on Lilat, but it's hard to say who really has an advantage here because I don't know who has the advantage here. But Game 5, in our first Game 5. Steffen starting it off, but only getting 17%. That's nothing at the end of the day. And no real follow-ups after that. Oh, and we do see Narwhal head back to the hero. That just occurred to me. Must feel much more comfortable with it, despite the fact that he ended up doing a lot better with the Inkling.
Oh, I don't know. Right now, I can definitely see why. He's just managing to throw him off with just a few, you know, weird choices, a few unorthodox approaches. As we see Pikachu almost at 100%, which is more than kill percent for Pikachu.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Bounce will reflect down B, correct?
I think it does. I think it does.
Because if it does, that would have been a very solid opportunity for Narwhal to go in there and hit Pikachu with his own down B.
Oh
man! You know, honestly,
rarely should you taunt without getting the kill, but man, I give you that one.
Yeah, no, that was. I'm actually upset that he didn't get the kill off of that one. If you want me to be completely honest. All right. Now I don't know anything about Hero's throws. Back throw may have killed there with Oomph. Oomph back throw may have killed.
I was thinking that too.
Pikachu back throw. Oh, wow. You know what? I was about to eat my own words. I was literally about to say Pikachu back throw is going to kill from there, but no, perhaps not. All right, there we go. We've seen this before. Steffen just pinning Narwhal down on that ledge, and it's so hard for Steph to do, or for Narwhal to do almost anything when he's pinned down like that.
That's true.
He's making all the wrong calls, and Steffen's making all the right ones.
Well, and is there even a right call? I mean, it's basically 50-50 from there what you're going to see out of Narwhal. And it's easy for Pikachu with his speed to react.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. All you have to do is kind of just wait for Pikachu to commit to something. Hope that Pikachu doesn't commit late enough that your iframes run out. And try to react to that, but even then, yeah, you can still lose the stock, or still lose the interaction. There we go, the up throw finally taking that first stock, and you know, looking at the way that first half of that first stock went, it's totally possible that Narwhal is coming back from this. Entirely possible. However,
yeah, not incredibly likely, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of.
A lot of chutzpah.
A lot of chutzpah and quite a good bit of RNG, if we're going to be completely honest. I think it's just one of those scenarios where, and maybe that's why Narwhal went it. He doesn't feel like his Inkling was good enough to take this, and maybe he just wants that RNG so bad that it was worth the worst matchup. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm actually not sure how I feel. I mean, the results seem to be that Hero might have been a better decision, but it's hard to say. Both matches were very, very similar. And when I say Hero a better decision, I mean for Narwhal. At first I thought, you know, I mean, Inkling I think in a vacuum always, but, you know, it's hard to say.
Yeah, and like I said, you do get that advantage of RNG, which perhaps he's leaning into a little too hard. But you see him. You saw him.
He thought about it. He thought about it at 69.
He also thought about the Hocus Pocus. Oh no, he did do the Hocus Pocus. It just didn't work out for him.
It didn't work out.
And Narwhal is just kind of hitting every button on his controller, just trying to do something at this point. Oh, could you imagine though?
Yeah, if that had hit MKLeo from here.
whiffing that up smash, which could have been stock. Honestly, maybe even without a crit. Facing the wrong way for that jab combo, and okay, ignoring that, teching it.
Nice! I want to see it, Narwhal. I want to see it. Chances low. Not impossible.
All right, oomph on deck.
Anything above 0 is a good chance.
Oh boy, that's it. Oh no!
Oh
my god!
Oh, if that snooze had hit.
Trying to get down. Yep, I was about to say trying to get down is asking for a dash attack, and oh man, that was so genuinely close. So close.